Well, it wasn't there yesterday. Okay, I'm gonna try to do is document all the damage. Let me see. Can I, there we go, brightness. Okay, now I can see what you're seeing. Okay, a couple broken trees. Actually, 3. 1, 2, 3. This one's further in the back. Those got broken by that tree and that tree falling down. I don't know which one. Yeah, probably that one. That one fell and hit that giant oak that was back there in the back. It was always like right there, leaning slightly over, and I can't really tell where that one fell because it's so deep in there past all the fallen trees. So this is my front porch. Let's see. A bunch of stuff is just piled here. One thing I'm gonna do after I finish recording is go look for my stove that I made, and hopefully it's not crushed. There's so much stuff that's crushed and destroyed by that tree, I reckon. Well, look, my table didn't get destroyed. Whoop, don't stand there. Okay. Going down those steps. They're like leaning. They're like leaning this much. The whole porch is leaning. So there's the okay, I haven't gone over here. I kinda wanna see. Okay, my kayak is under there, unfortunately. I'll show you later. Okay, there's the action figures. There's some you know, it looks like, for the most part, it landed behind everything that was important. Like, that's the table. Everything behind that table was just mostly junk. And let's see. That mug isn't broken. It still has that chip in it from when I bought it, but that's not broken. Now, stuff under the table, there's my chair. It's like sitting sideways. Looks like the broom might be destroyed. The broom handle might be okay, but the broom might be crushed under the tree. Well, there's my wish mug. It may or may not be destroyed. Okay, the bleach is unfortunately, I don't know, it's missing. Nope, it's squished. So a bunch of bleach went out. Great. And I'm saying that sarcastically. Damn it. So this is the first tree. Well, it wasn't the first tree to fall. I think those. I remember hearing these trees. I thought they would be this tree, which is dead, that tree, which is dead, or that tree, which is dead. There's 3 dead trees they didn't fall over. I have like 1 tree left that didn't get killed. That's of any height. Pretty much everything else on my property got well, I don't know if that's on my property. I don't think so. That one might actually not be dead right there, but it's definitely topped and broken, so it's probably gonna die. Yeah, that's the 1 tree left that I have. That tree just got snapped when the tree, I think the tree I'm standing on. See, this one fell on my shed. I'm going to look at that later. Let's go up here. See, that one, that was in front of my neighbor's property. And it fell across the street. We had so much rain that it just saturated everything and popped all the roots out of the ground everywhere. So what happened to this one, that one, that one, the giant one, this one has a huge root ball. Which it looks like it is hitting her porch, unfortunately, but Not much I can do about it. Looks like the root ball is starting to sag back down from where it was earlier. Like my whole property is like clear, except for I'm glad these ones didn't fall because they probably would have destroyed my camper. This one, which is a giant one, and it actually is leaning towards the road, so if it goes, it'll probably go towards the road. This one though, it probably would snap. It would depend where the wind was blowing, where if this one snapped, where the trunk would go. So open up your eyes. So let's go around this way. Not much damage on this side. Just a bunch of junk. But you come around this side, and I had just cleaned this area. Now I have all this crap. Fortunately, my chipper shredder did not get destroyed, although the cover blew off at some point, but most of the rain had gone at that point, I think, because I came out here halfway through, and it was still covered. Okay. Oh, my bikes look like they're okay. I think, from this angle, they look okay. So this is the other side. There's the stump hole. There's my kayak, pretty much right under the tree. There's the kayak paddle, right under the tree as well. Oh, the meditating gnome is like in water, but not broken. Oh man, look, it split the 6x6s. Crazy. I'm gonna have to clean all this crap up. But I do not see the stove. Unfortunately, it might have gotten knocked. What is this? Oh, that's that. It might have gotten knocked under the tree and crushed it, because it should be right under this table. It might be, but well, that's not what it now is for. Now is for, I don't know. Let's just look elsewhere. Just looking at all the damage. So there's those two broken off, that one broken off, and that one broken off. That one's, that one's broken off too. I don't think I can go much further than here, but I do want to come around this side, because about 8 feet beyond this tree is, maybe 8 to 10 feet, was where my shed was. Now it's pretty crushed. I can actually go around, get pretty close to the front door. But, open. Oh, look, they got a tree on their house. Or do they? Looks like it is. I can't tell. It's like leaning right there. Yeah. No. I have a pretty much open property. Like, there's like nothing in the above. I used to have plenty of sun coverage. But you know what? I only have that one tree now. We'll see how bushy it gets in the future. Anyways, let's walk around the other side. Because I can't walk through there. Okay. These things filled up. This potato might be drowned. It's because it's too much clay in the soil, probably, that it's not draining properly. Oops. Open up your eyes. So we're back over here. I mean, just look how close this one was. Now, it did fall in a slightly downhill direction, but barely. So I'd rather lose my deck than my camper. I keep stepping on it. Like, look how close. Like, it's right. That's my walkway. This is pretty much under the camper. This is my walkway. And it's like, let's see, from the corner of the camper, it's like less than 2 feet. So yeah, that's why I keep stepping in that hole. This is a pretty huge one. Look, right where the ditch is draining, went right there, and that's why that one fell over. So that one's going over this way. See, this is in front of my deck. There's my poor, oh, especially poor there, kayak. And it's going to be a while before I can get that out. I just gave up today. I pretty much came out here and looked around, but I pretty much just came out and went back. It fell right on that bucket, destroyed the bucket, which I had put there during the rain. Oh, he's kind of floating. Okay. Okay, well, you're not. He's pissing out water. I mean, there's so much broken stuff. Man, this is crazy, and it's gonna be hard to clean because like it's all broken and stacked on each other. Smushed kayak. Look, it even broke the block. Broke the block. That one came all the way off the block. Smashed to smithereens. Wow. These bikes barely survived. Like the tops. I think the tops of these trees were knocked off by this and landed right here. So, barely lived. So did my future stainless steel fire pit. Interesting. And that chair and the red wagon. Like, there's so much stuff. Now this was just a pile of metal, which was now it's all going to have the same concave shape. Because this, I believe it's this tree, snapped, and I guess it fell straight down or something. I don't know. I'm confused. Oh, there's a branch hanging out of that tree. Pretty big one. Gotta be like a 6 to 8 inch branch. So here's my shed. You know, my immediate goal was to try to get closer over here, but I don't know if I can, man. Open up your eyes. Oh man, that's the front corner of my shed. That's not the door, that's the front corner of my shed. That's the door. Did it get, I think it might have got pushed off the foundation too. Because it looks like it's further down, I don't know. Yeah. Oh no, that's not the front. Okay, so there's stuff laying on the ground. What are those? Are those the glass mirrors? Yes, and they're not broken. That's crazy. My generator should be like right there. So, oh man. Never mind, and actually my generator might be, oh right there. There's my generator. Looks like it's okay, but it's like underneath stuff. So it's gonna be hard to get out. And then my shelf over here is leaning over. Like everything's propped up on everything else, so it's gonna be a pain in the butt. And it's under all these trees. Like there's another tree that was alive previously that I was probably trying to keep, and it's underneath this tree. So that's the front of the property. or the middle of the property. In my shed, I'm not gonna be able to get in the shed, which sucks because I think my axe is in there. I guess I could have checked in my other shed. It's possibly in there. I have a hatchet on the deck. So let's look at these. Oh, there's a stump from an old pine tree. Here is some more stuff, completely busted. This looks like it's gonna be all shit now. Like this is firmly under the tree. So if that was a good engine, it's probably not a good engine anymore. So that tree was not one I had seen from up. Was the one that was seen on camera. So that's the one that fell on my deck. Zoop. That was right next to my camper. This one was the one you could just see from my camper door. Right there. And then this one, so that's 1, 2, 3. One, two, three that fell. Oh, also a fourth one. That one's on my neighbor's property for sure. So that's the fourth one. This one got just smushed. It didn't even break. It just bent. Four. That's a pretty big tree too. 5. And then there's that's a reasonable sized tree. Not huge. 5. And there's 2 over here. And they're hard to see. So I'm walking down this. And this is, I'm currently like 6 foot up in the air. I don't know. So you can see there's one over there. So that one is not the big one. This is the hole that the big one was in, and I can see the root ball like right here. So it looks like it fell to the left. See, those are all its roots sticking out right there. It looks like it fell somewhere where that tree is broken off. That way. Which is not towards the lean. Oh look, there's another tree broken off way back there. Man. And there's some more broken stuff right over there. Man, this is a disaster. Now, if a bunch of these are oaks, I might invest in a chainsaw mill. Because, like, I gotta cut it up anyway. Surprisingly, this one is still up. I wonder, is that on this side of the creek, or is that on that side of the creek? I think it's on this side of the creek. But it's definitely on the property, not mine, but the one to the left of mine. Oh, there's another broken tree there. That got fallen on there. There's so many leaves right now you can't see the trunk of the gigantic tree that fell and snapped this one and this one. But I'm pretty much right where I am. So I think it's this tree fell and hit the big tree and it fell. It needs a little bit more encouragement, I think. But yeah, I'm not seeing, I still don't see it. Like, I should be right above where the root ball is. And there's the roots. Unless it's going further to the left. And there's just so much shit here I can't see through. My chainsaw is also in my shed. Man, it's just like everything's broken, piled up. Like, this is a disaster area. These woods used to be super thick. You couldn't see anything. Now I can see pretty much clearly. Okay, it's pretty good. This side of my shed, this is the side of the shed that got damaged before. And it's mostly okay, but it's actually bowing out in the middle, you see? That's because it is actually kind of reaching, crushed that way. Yeah, I was hoping to see, because like the tree, see this tree right here is like a quarter the size of this tree right here. And I just can't see it. I can't see the trunk. I just can't see it. I have to come at it from a different way, and like, I guess I could come down through here and try to look at it. So I'll do that. Open up your eyes. Man, I heard trees falling. And honestly, when that one fell on my deck, I was doing Duolingo, and it didn't actually make that big of a noise. It was just like a crunch. I mean, everything, I probably heard everything that you can visually see go crunch all at once. And I thought it was just my tarp getting ripped off, but, well, yes, my tarp did get ripped off, but so did my whole deck. And it's like a once in 100 year kind of a thing, because that big oak that fell, that was down here that I'm trying to look at exactly where the trunk went. There's the root ball right there. It is probably a 70, 80-year-old tree. Okay. Some more. Like there is a tree somewhere around here that had already fallen. Oh, here it is. Yeah, that's the tree that had been fallen before. Okay, let's see. Just trying to. There's too many leaves here. How close do I have to get? Open up your eyes. There it is. See that? And it is headed pretty much parallel to the creek. It probably starts on this side and slightly goes across, because it's not perfectly parallel to the creek, but it's more in line with the creek than I would have thought. Because the creek comes down at an angle and goes zoop. So, yeah, interesting. Still can't get much closer without, just being in the thick of everything. There it is. See how massive that tree is? It's huge. And if I could chop up all this stuff, and I could just chop that one tree up into usable lumber, I could rebuild my shed. I could rebuild all that stuff. So what I'm going to try to do now is, well, not immediately, but I have a couple things I got to ship tomorrow, which I'm glad I didn't lose all my eBay stuff in my camper. So I could still make a living, although I had a dream where, like, after all this stuff happened, I literally went back to bed in the afternoon. Because, like, there's nothing I can really do right now. And the winds were still blowing. Like, that was a view I couldn't see before. I have this one big tree. Crazy, man. It is crazy. Anyway, so my goal long term will be that. But I think short term, what I should do, I think, is try to get a decent chainsaw to chop up these trees. I have an electric one, but it's not really going to handle these. Like, here we go, I'm going to get around. I'm 6 foot, and it's like, that's probably like 8 foot. That's about 6 foot. Actually, maybe more than 8 foot. Well, it's more than 8 foot definitely from in there. These are just ripped out of the ground. Well, these trees lived, and that tree is going to be the tree that falls over in a storm in 100 years. This got crunched. Well, I'll have to dig that stump up. Actually, I think that technically might be on my neighbor's property. Let me see if I can still see the, oh no. The flag that was, delineating my neighbor's property and mine was probably next to this tree, and it might be in the root ball. Damn. No, wait, it was further back than that. Had to have been. Yeah, it was, let's see. It's just so hard to see because, like, I think it's over here. There it is. Okay, there it is. So, if I look at my property, everything to the left and forward of that. So, that's actually the back end of my property. So, it's actually, step over here. It's just like a bunch of fallen trees. Okay, now up, that pine and that big oak, looking up from here, oh, okay, so this one looks like on the property line, this is the property line right here. So there's that tree and then that tree. These two trees. Man, so many trees fell over. So many trees. And it's, I think, partly due because, I'm not blaming it on it, but like, some of these trees would have fallen over regardless because of so much rain. But this forest was blocked off. I mean, chopped off, and so the wind had an easier time coming through. But I'm not blaming it on that. It's just like, it happened, and it might actually have contributed a little bit to it. Oh man, it's a giant thorn thing right there. I better go a different way. Oh no. This one's still alive. Well, it was. Like, I have this one who's still alive. And where's the dead one? Oh, it's leaning up against this dead one that I planted. I might try to get it out of there. I don't know. I guess my best chance would be to chop this tree and try to get it stood back up. So, and then maybe get that one out of there. I don't know. And replant it. Might have to wait till the spring. I don't want to wait till the spring to do a lot of it, but open up your eyes, don't tell a story. Yeah, it's going to be a disaster to try to clean all this crap up. I mean, this one was the most devastating one to me because it landed on all my crap, all my deck boards that were under the deck, my deck itself, Just snapped it to toothpicks and a bunch of stuff that was on the deck. Smells like bleach here because it crushed the bleach, and I don't have a drop of bleach left. And I don't even have like an axe or anything. Well, let's look real quick. This thing didn't get destroyed. That's so funny. Open up your eyes. You know what, I'm gonna walk down to, while I'm out, I'm gonna go walk down to the lake and see what the water is like over there. Well, I have 12.8, that's pretty good. This shed survived. But I don't see my axe. I might have to dig in here, but I don't think it's in here. I don't think I left it there. Now, this is kind of crazy. I left a bunch of tools out. I probably did not leave my axe out though. That would have been handy to have left it. And I did leave my axe out. Sweet! You know, you're not supposed to leave your tools out in the rain and stuff. I mean, look, this whole thing's cracked and everything. But if I hadn't left it out in the rain, it would have been under there, and I couldn't reach it right now. Look, this tree's still alive. So I might leave that one too. That one and that one. This one's kind of like a weed tree, though. Oh, this one's still alive too. Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be tough. I'm gonna try to chop a couple of these branches that are kind of blocking my doorway. But beyond that, I'll probably just walk down to the thing. Okay, so now I'm gonna shut off the video. And yeah, I'll try to chop off that branch right there. Okay, that's the storm damage of late September 2024. Let's see, what day was it? I don't know, whatever. I said stop.